If you're feeling unmotivated in your life, chances are pretty good that it's not just a lack of drive or not having good enough morning routines or habits. Those are external. Important, but external. The most important thing we have to actually focus on is realizing that motivation is just a feeling. And if we want to get more motivated, we have to take a look at what's in our emotional way. It's hard to be motivated when you're feeling so depressed that you can't get out of bed. And the core of what oftentimes that is that we have an overactive inner critic. There's this term, the inner critic. It's like the voice in the back of our head that tells us that we're not good enough, that we are not doing things right, that we should be working harder. And it sets these ridiculous goals. And no matter what we do, the inner critic finds some ways to diminish it. And until we start quieting that inner critic, we'll never get ahead. Because why? It's like, imagine you're walking around with somebody who keeps taking a bat and bashing you in the face every single time you want to do something good. It's not possible. We get so focused and drawn away from that. Or we go in the opposite. We work really, really, really hard and we burn ourselves out because we work so hard and have such high standards that we'll never be able to reach it. And in the process, we continue beating ourselves up anyway. And guess what happens? We burn ourselves out. Several years ago, I hit that level of burnout. Growing up in my 20s, I was actually quite successful, financially speaking. I live in a penthouse, for God's sake. But I didn't realize at the time that I was pushing myself so hard and taking on so many clients and working so hard that I wasn't really actually looking out for my own needs. I had a hard time saying no because anytime somebody offered me to do anything, I usually took it. And I was constantly catering to other people's needs. And in doing so, I burnt out really, really hard and I crashed and I became really depressed and I, got sick to the point that I couldn't even get up. And if you don't want to go through that kind of process, if you don't want to crash so hard that you can't even work anymore, you have to start taking a look at how you treat yourself. Are you treating yourself the way you would treat your best friend? Are you being kind to yourself the way you would be kind to others? And if the answer is no, I treat other people better than I treat myself usually, and you say that with a kind of nonchalance like, it's just the way it is, or even a sense of pride, that's messed up because you're a person too and you deserve the same love, care, and respect that everybody else does. So come back to that, take a look at that and go, you know what? At the very least, I deserve the same, if not better, just the same. Same respect, same love, same care, and same gentleness. And give yourself that today.